What's up, guys? Welcome to Siberia. This is game 5 between myself and Lionheart. In this one, I'm playing as Germans and Lionheart is playing as the British. He selected British first here, so I counterpicked with German. I think I was going to go German either way in this one. They're one of my more comfortable civs, and at this point, really need a win. So, yeah, I'm down 3-1 in the series at this point. And this is, I didn't record this first person, so this is going to be kind of a recap going through my thinking process and just what was going through my head throughout the game here. So a little bit of a frustrating point here. I accidentally had this other wagon on a berry bush here. You may or may not have noticed that, but that was just another rough patch of things going on for me in the series. So I was really ready to turn this one around, so a little bit frustrating start, but getting hunting dogs here and explorers out on the map trying to pick up 75 coin. So I took my settler wagon off of coin so that I can hopefully in time get the treasure and have enough coin, have enough coin to buy for a house. So that's the idea here, saving a little gathering time there. Hopefully, I was hoping that I wouldn't have any idle time. Looks like in this case it probably will. I think I was even considering at one point selling food and then buying wood, because you can do that sometimes in that situation. Just barely enough time to get the house up and the shipment not quite there yet. And so actually plenty of time for the villagers to be queued, but anyway, that's a pretty good start, getting that 70 coin, saving some mining time for sure. There's a lot of wood treasures on this map, so you can see them up here, 95 wood and 70 wood on the top side there. And let's take a look at what Lionheart has going on. Let's see, he's got his famous British, and I'm totally expecting a GMT build, and that is what we see for sure here. Starts with the trade post. He only has Greenwich time in his first age, so he already sent that, and very clear what his strategy is going to be. I mean, look at this deck. This guy, he does it so often, but he's so good with it too. So he's got 2 trade posts already, and because of that, you can make so many villagers in age 1 with Brits and still age up at a great time because you have the faster age up. So that's big part in his strategy here. And very interesting to see what he's going to do. He's actually only, it looks like he's just going to go 13 vil. That's so usually that would be a 16 vil age up if you made 2 houses. So that's early. That's definitely early. And he could probably, I'm surprised. I mean, I guess he just wants to get up really early. So you have the tower and base on this map. This is an old school map. Some of you might not know it because I don't think it's been around in quick search very much over the past few years, but it was a staple in ranked way back in the day. So they still have the tower. I think on one like fan patch, they might have removed that. 80 food for him here. That's nice too. So it looks like he's actually going to skip the market altogether too. Excuse me as I take a sip of water there, catch my breath a little bit. Okay, so he is continuing to herd. Obviously very important versus German. He's sending a vill over here as well to herd that little hunt. So he's got 105 wood. I think he was finishing up a deer over there. So I think that's why those 2 bills were there. He's going to have 200 coin from his age-up politician, the governor. And let's go ahead and take a look at where I am here. I am taking this trade post here, trying to get, looks like, do not yet have steel traps. And looking to get placer mines as well. My strategy here from the beginning was, I know he's going to go GMT. So I'm going to do like a 5 pike semi-FF. So that's kind of where I'm headed here.
Hello?
Yeah, still don't have placer mines. I guess I'm not sure what I was thinking on that one. Let's take a look at Lionheart. So he aged up, and there is the outpost wagon heading up that direction. Already has 700 coin on the way and 700 wood. Let's take a look at his fog war, and he's building this trade post here. Not sure what he's going to be able to do with that, or if he gets a tech or anything, or maybe it's just for XP. Because yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I guess, yeah, it does improve his age up and research time because he'll have another trade post with GMT. So sneaky outpost here. Let's go back on my vision here. I'm getting steel traps, dropping down the barracks. 3 settler wagons coming in. Pikes are in queue. I know where his trade posts are. Very obvious. Oh, I actually want to go back on his view real quick. I don't think he's going to get any techs here. He's got, oh, I guess he could go. He probably want maybe the option to go with the Cav Archers there to counter Ulan if I went like a semi-FF Ulan. Look at this guy. 15 villager FF. This is so light. I mean, he's going to get up there. He's actually mismacroed a bit here, I would say. Doesn't have the food. And he's going to have more than enough coin. So he does get that sneaky outpost down. And I do not catch that. I send Ulan that direction, but just I mean, I'm going for the faster route, trying to go around here, so that's why. Ooh, and I do catch his Explorer, but not early enough to stop him getting that treasure, 70 wood. But I do keep his vision low, so that's very good, very important. Vision, it is basically a resource, so if you guys are not taking advantage of trying to always have your Explorer scouting or always having a unit on the map, very important to be able to do that. So he doesn't really know what I'm doing. He does see, obviously, the pike. And he's dropping his church here. Let's see. I think I must have caught that. I mean, I know what he's doing. Like, this is his main strategy. I was expecting it from the start of the series. Not surprised at all to see that he's going for it. So I'm just trying to keep his vills off of hunt a little bit because I know he needs that 1k food for the Black Watch, right? I think that's what they're called. So I'm aiming to get 2 trade posts here and just cause a bunch of idle time. Of course, he does have a really nice age up option with the Mohawk, being able to get the 7 Tomahawks and Native Scout. So I was thinking about going for this trade post first to see maybe I can kill this one and maybe on the way out kill that one. So I went in the opposite direction. It's going to be difficult to get both of them down. Let's see if that's able to be done. 7 Tomahawks rushing out. They have 5 speed, which I've noticed in this game. It's freaking crazy, actually. That's not typical for a Tomahawk, as far as I know. So he's up to 19 vills, shipping the 2 Falcons. I believe he's going to send it to that outpost there. Trying to get that 1k food. Takes out one Olin there, saves the trade post. Meanwhile, I'm over here. What did I do? 3 Saddle Wagons, 700 coins. So a faster age up. Not your typical semi-FF, a little bit faster. And look at these Tomahawks with the 5 speed just chasing down Pike. I'm trying to pull trick here to get him out of there, but it's pretty frustrating. He's getting a lot of damage in, and I do want to at some point try to kill that trade post. So trying to save these Pike, and when he's gonna go all in, what I'm thinking, it's good to have all the units that you can possibly have. So here he is coming in. You have the Black Watch and the 2 Falcons. I have no idea about this, so I'm gonna get totally caught off guard here. I did scout something over there, I believe. Or maybe I was just switching macro. I'm not exactly sure. But these vills are going to get caught out a little bit. These muskets are insane. 63 range attack. Take out the Southern Wagon immediately. And he's going to get an ul on there as well. That's it, though. And his Tomahawks are on this trade post. His army is definitely split. These guys have no range resist. So this is like a little bit painful to stay here and take it. And he knows that I'm up to the next stage. He's expecting, I mean, there's only, what do we got now? 7 Black Watch, so there's not a lot of protection for those guys. So he's split. He doesn't have his army together, which, because he was chasing my Pike sieging that trade post, actually was like a blessing in disguise for me. Whether I was planning that or knew that was going to happen or not, I had no idea he had an outpost, so, but that worked out quite a bit. So he might have pushed a bit more if they were together, so. Got a bunch of skirmishers out, some Pike and the Olin trying to catch them, trying to at least bait these, but he gets 2 Olin there, and I actually don't even get any Tomahawks. But that 5 speed coming in handy again for him, and you see the fort is on the way. I'm expecting this, not sure at what point, I think I was kind of expecting more of an engagement, because he did invest in the 2 Falcons and the Highlanders. So, and he does have a lot of units right now, so I was kind of like, okay, he's probably going to push a little bit. I don't think he's going to go for industrial too soon. So that's why I'm making skirmishers. I've got some pretty good upgrades. I got placer mines, I got steel traps, and I believe I also have, I have gang saw as well. And I'm just kind of going for a skirm goon composition, trying to run around, pick off any vills that I can. So I don't see this fort going up at this point. But I believe I'm going to see that very shortly. And there it is. So I see it's pretty much complete a little bit of damage, I can get done sieging. But there's his Falcons, there's the rest of the units, so I'm not going to stick around here too long. Lose at least one unit for that. No lock on, so do get out of there. But I think I actually take a shot from this fort. Yeah. Oh, I might actually lose all three. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, wasn't paying too close attention there. No lock on for that. But so yeah, now I'm a little bit concerned. He's got like his whole game plan. Like, this is what he wants to do, right? He has a little bit of pressure. I thought he would have more with his church FF, but he's got his fort up. He's, what I'm thinking, looking to go industrial pretty soon. I'm not really sure. I got a lot of skirmishers. They don't have a ton of siege, so I'm just kind of like, all right, let me try to take out his trade post. I think I do a little bit of a shift in the game plan here, and I think I'm going to start going for the trade post pretty soon. But yeah, as long as you can take out all of his TPs, he does have the native one still giving him a little XP, but slowing down that shipment curve. I know that German economy is pretty strong, so I'm not too concerned here. Shipping 1k coin is a nice economic boost, help get units out or age up. I'm a little bit indecisive here, but I do know that there's not a ton of food around his base, and once you run out of the second hunt, it can be a little bit tricky to get more. So I'm trying to keep this one under watch and see if he's in the back here, but it looks like he's getting pretty close to running out of hunt, so I also feel not too bad about that. But let's look at Lionheart shipment. Yep, the 2 Falcons, the fort, 1k coin. He's got 1 infinite Falcon there. That's pretty wild. You don't see that too often. At least I don't. He's got obviously a lot of industrial age cards. The House's Training Settlers. He's got Gentleman of the Pike. He's got a lot of unique and useful cards in industrial, and he's already on the way with the Tycoon. I'm not exactly, I think that's a 1k coin, I believe that is. So again, I'm just trying to get everything off the map, keep his vision low, trying to siege this TP, but he's coming in hot with the Falcons and the muskets, and I have to back up there. So again, my composition is very skirmisher heavy, but I am beginning to take the trade post line, which is what you want to do against anybody that's got anytime you see a fort, it's quite an investment to try to take that thing down. So, and it's pretty dangerous too, because there's always a chance that maybe they don't go industrial and they are saving up some res and have like a big unit pop or something. So it's just a little bit risky. It's just like going against a TC, sieging a TC, but with way more damage, so, and more HP. So the best way to go about this typically is to just try to, if there's a trade post route, try to take that, get stagecoach, get those res coming in. And I'm also up on the way to industrial. I'll use the 1k coin myself for that. So I actually sent less shipments in H3 than him, just the 8 skirm and the 1k coin, and I'm saving another shipment for industrial, which obviously 2 factories, got heavy cannons. I got 9 dops in there. Just some good later stage shipments. I'm getting log plume here. I'm anticipating a long game, even though I do believe at this point I was getting pretty close to having to leave or potentially have to leave, because I had some prior engagements that I had coming up. So I do recall during this game I was trying to get it over pretty quick. I think I told him before this game I had like 40 minutes to go. And hoping that maybe I can get a quick win or two and potentially take the series. But yeah, this game goes a little bit longer than I would have hoped. And so at this point, I'm still trying to do the right thing, get the right upgrades for the longer or semi-long-term game. So just scouting the back of his base here with some more Olin, trying to see where is this guy actually gathering food. And losing 3 cav for that, paying the price, not ideal, but you know, it is what it is. Getting stagecoach here finally. The first factory is coming in. The second one's going to be coming in as well. I also believe yeah, here we go. I'm dropping the church because I want to get mercantilism to get these really good industrial age shipments flowing. So I'm totally winning the XP curve here with a triple stagecoach that's currently on XP, but I do switch that over shortly. And getting mercantilism right here. So really getting the good shipments in and at a better rate than him. So that's another way. Like I said, I mean, using your stagecoach line for resources, but also using your map control and trying to get the shipments in. Because when there's no fighting, there's not much XP coming in. So if you can get the better shipments quickly, then you're going to be in a good position. He does get his second factory already, though. And he's sending Gentleman of the Pike, which ships 17 guard pike. It allows you to research Imperial Pike for a reduced cost, 75% less wood and coin. That's actually an insane card. It gives you a pike and guard, and lets you get Imperial. It's just an insane card. I don't know where that came from. That used to not be in the game. I don't know what made them decide to put that in, but it's a damn good tech. So you can see we're getting ready for the late game. The cannon micro culverins are in queue for Lionheart, and there are the guard pikes. Let's see, does he have a barracks? Not yet. He doesn't even have a barracks yet. Wow, that's wild. All right, let's see what I got going on here. I'm prepping for the late game too. I know it's coming. I know what to do. I've played these games before, especially with Lionheart. So I did get Mercantilism. I got 2 heavies on the way. Another shipment in queue. Or not in queue, but in the bank, and near getting pretty close to getting another one. So these Falcons popping out should get me another shipment. So that's what I'm talking about, getting that stagecoach, excuse me, going. And mercantilism, map control. You got the gold mines. You can spend those resources a little bit more flexibly. Is that a word? Flexibly? Be more flexible spending. Anyway, we got 12 skirmishers coming in. The artillery is moving along. I go with the Falconets and field guns upgrade first, because I'm not quite sure he's going to have the culverins, but maybe not the best choice to send heavies and make Falcs. You do need that culverin support most of the time. So looking at the economy, he's at 38 vills, which is extremely low, but he is dropping a bunch of houses right now. He has sent a military shipment in age 4, so the heavies are knocking at the door now. So he's got to be a little bit concerned. He's really low on food. He does have both of his factories on food. That's actually like shocking. I would not have guessed that. His culverins are coming out though. They are not upgraded yet. Not yet Culverin Royale. So I'm trying to posture my army here to avoid taking some hits while passing through. That can always be a little bit tricky when you're trying to get your skirmishers in front of the cannons. They can kind of block. And look at that bounce shot right there. The culverins shooting the skirmishers and hitting the heavies. And he knows, the higher level players, they know that's something you can do. You can aim to do that, and it works very often. It's pretty reliable. So I'm sure he knew what he was doing with that shot, those few shots there. And obviously I see he's got quite a bit of culverins. I gotta back up. He's getting Culverin Royale here. The rockets are in. I'm going to take some brutal hits here, because I didn't see any rockets until this point, and here they go. They are slamming my skirms. Need to back up there. Not yet able to push. Let's take a quick look at the economy. 42 vills. I mentioned his vill count earlier. I'm at 38, but obviously have the Southern Wagons and Stagecoach. So, and probably better upgrades. Honestly, he just has Gang Saw, while I do have Log Flume. He's dropping quite a few manors now, though. And it's really, because he's got the factories on food, it's allowing him to put pretty much every villager on wood and just drop these manors. So, finally taking down this TP over here. I do not think he got anything from there. Trying to sneak around the back. I'm just trying to find, how is this guy getting food? At this point, I really don't know, because I can see the berries at the front. I never would have guessed that he had the factories on food, so that's kind of explains that part for my confusion, what I was trying to figure out where it was coming from. Making the pikes from the fort. He doesn't have a barracks yet, so I wonder if, I don't think that card doesn't allow them to get H4 Imperial, right? That's got to be a little bit later. Oh, here we go. We have Culverin battles, one down for each. And just trying to micro here. He's getting a little bit of the edge here. We're both down. Well, I'm down to 1 culv. He's got 2. So one's at half HP. I'm taking a fight here that I probably don't need to take, and really losing a lot of artillery. This, I think, was me trying to force the issue, thinking I had enough artillery to just kind of smash him down. But man, he's getting some really, really good trades, and totally not the fight I was looking for here. He still has tons of artillery too. And these aren't field guns, but they are rockets. But yeah, I finally get the culverins in just too late. So now I can take the artillery fight. Still have a heavy cannon so I can siege the fort a little bit. And trying to take out, because I was thinking also that he might be going for a revolt, because I've seen him do the revolt. He has actually done a British revolt against me, so that I think is why, another reason why I was trying to force the issue here and take out that town center. I was targeting that town center for quite a while. As you can tell, it was very low HP for the last few shots there, so I was worried that he was going to revolt and I was going to be in for a bit more of an issue. So didn't, you know, I couldn't really see his resources entirely, so that's the thinking there, and that's why I took a fight that I probably shouldn't have taken and really hurt me in the end. But I got down the factory, not the factory, I got down the fort, the town center, his church at the front. Feeling pretty good at this point. But he's got the artillery advantage for now. I have like no units to support my cannons, so I'm starting to drop a stable. I think I'm dropping another 1 or 2 pretty soon. Gonna send Ulan in, get the cav combat. I've already sent in the age 4 Ulan upgrade, which is huge, and we're back with some culverin battles. He's winning them actually big time. I think I lost 3 here and he's lost just 1. Gonna get another shot in there and take, yeah, that's not good for me. That was, I don't think I even realized that was that bad, but I was feeling really good about taking those buildings down, so I decided to drop a town center myself, give myself some line of sight, and maybe just kind of give him a little bit of an incentive to exit out of the game. Doesn't really work here though, as he's easily able to push me back, and I have a bunch of, he comes in with the hussar from the back. I think he shipped them in from that outpost, and the flank is getting some damage done, but his calves came in too close and I was able to snipe some of them with the field guns. Now I see that it's mostly artillery, so I'm trying to clear up the infantry. Look at these huge shots, clearing out the infantry, or at least trying to, so let the Ulan take care of the artillery. I'm not too worried about losing my cannons there, because I think we can trade and basically erase all our units on the map. So that's the idea there, taking out his rockets and culves, and we're, yeah, basically cleaning up each other, trading out all the military. I do have some remaining Ulan, and I am feeling, again, pretty good. Tons of resources. The economy management, not the best right now. I do have a second town center there, dropping a 3rd here, and I do see that he does have some pike defending the rockets, so I have to back up for the moment. Yeah, let's take a look back at Lion. He has, again, no TC, no villagers on food, and the factories are on both rockets now, so he's not producing much at all. And I was still pretty concerned at, oh, this is big here. So he does send a large longbow shipment, and I catch that with, let's actually view lock real quick. Let's see, when do I catch that? I think he doesn't even attack the villagers. Wow, I didn't pick this up too quickly, I gotta say. I think I actually saw it when they were in my town center line of sight. Let's see, come on. There's that big blob. There it is. I'm like, oh, that is juicy. So I immediately send all the cav over that way. They are only veteran, which is kind of funny, which I might be getting the upgrade just now, possibly. They still have 55 hand attack, which is more than enough to take out these longbow. Trying to sneak around the map. He has no idea I have the TC here, and they're just going to get annihilated very quickly. Look at all those +10s, and at that point, I'm like, okay, I wasn't sure 100% that I was going to win this game, but now I'm feeling really good. So I do see him coming out. I figure that's a reaction to what just happened, that he feels like he has to do something right now or it's over. And sure enough, he moves all his rockets within line of sight and range of my culverins. They get 2 down immediately, and there we go. GG, and I am feeling good about that. Tons of Ulan. How many do I have here? This is a 36 Ulan coming in. That was going to be more than enough for sure. Yeah. So feeling good about that, getting myself back in the series, putting it at 3-2. He is still leading 3-2, and we're going to be going into game 6. And I'm hoping I can take another one. I mean, it's to win 3 in a row is not an easy task, but he won 3 in a row against me in this series. So I'm looking to flip the script and flip this series on its head. Hopefully I can take this serious. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.